Good morning and welcome to another reading vlog. I'm going to start doing these a bit more regularly, I think. I don't know if they're going to be every week, but every now and then I will do a reading vlog during the week. I've got no plans this weekend, it's Saturday. I'm going to be staying at home, I'm going to be reading, I'm going to be cleaning. I thought this is probably going to be one of the better weeks to do a reading vlog because I am going to just be relaxing. I'm currently reading the 5th season by N.K. Jemisin, but it is over on my bed and I didn't pick it up. It's about 10:30, which is still quite early, and I've already done quite a fair bit today. So I've cleaned up the, I don't know what to call it, the spare part of the room that is going to be the office when I eventually get a desk. That has all been cleaned. I'm cleaning up the bedroom section, and then I need to clean the bathroom and the kitchen. The kitchen's already kind of done, but I like to take the bins out and stuff. So most of today needs to be getting my flat spick and span. I'm also going to be doing some eBay listing and Depop listing, so I'll leave links down below to those where you can go and check stuff out because I need to sell things. I need to. So we're getting some reading done this weekend. It is now Sunday, so I'm continuing with the vlog that I started yesterday, and I have to tell you, I've finished the 5th season already. Like, I completely finished it. I somehow read about 250 pages yesterday, which isn't a lot by a lot of people's standards, but by my standards, that is a lot of reading. So I've already finished that one, and like I said, I adored it. I was so hooked. I wish I had the rest of the series right now. I've added them to my Amazon wishlist, so hopefully I will get them over the next couple of weeks. A little bit poor this week, unfortunately, and I'm also considering getting the audiobook and listening to that. Also, I really want to read it because it has been so long since I've been able to sit and physically read something like that, so I'm just amazed. Today's reading plans are Greek Myths by Jean Mingus, who is the lovely Jean from Bookish Thoughts. I'll leave a link to her channel down below. This book is absolutely stunning. I started reading this morning and I'm on page 25 of 150-ish. It's a very easy read. It's children's non-fiction about Greek mythology, obviously. Look how stunning this is. Look how stunning this is. Just look how stunning this is. Anyway, I'm currently reading this, so this will be the book that I'm dipping in and out of all day. However, there is a book that I am going to start that is going to be like my novel, and that is The Poppy War by R.F. Kuang. I am so excited to get to this one. I have talked about this in numerous videos. I have no idea whether I'm talking about it right. I don't actually know what it's about. I'm just trying to read all the books that sound interesting, and I've been kind of into fantasy lately, which is why I think I flew through the 5th season. So everyone else has been talking about how good this one is as well. So I'm very, very excited to get to this. So those are my reading plans for the day. I've made myself a coffee and I'm just going to sit and chill with the balcony doors open for now. I might have just started a 3rd book that I have started today. So I've started Greek Myths, I've started The Poppy War, and now I am starting a graphic novel that I got from NetGalley, because I'm fairly certain I'm not going to read any of the other books from start to finish today. I wanted to try and have something that I could start finish today, so I have been trying to get it more into NetGalley and more into reviewing again, because that's something I really love to do. It was the reason I started BookTube 8 years ago. It's the reason that I just love talking about books online, is getting reviews. So I've been getting some of like the auto approve ones that are just on there for anyone with a NetGalley account, just to get my rating up. So I currently have a 33% rating on there because I only have 3 books. The first one I really enjoyed, I did a review of. The second one is this graphic novel, and then I have a non-fiction coming out stories that I want to read as well. But this one is on my computer. This is what the cover looks like. It's by Rick Spears and Emma Tellen, and it is Oh look, it tells me there who's allowed to read this. That's quite cool. I quite like that. So this is just the graphic novel that I am reading. I'm going to be doing that for a little bit of the day. Hopefully finish it. Oh, this is about eating disorders. This could be quite a difficult read. So basically it started off talking about this girl who's a ballerina, and her ballerina teacher has told her she's a little too fat. By that I mean she is 115 pounds. What the hell? And needs to lose some weight. Triggering. Just finished My Riot by Rick Spears and Emmett Helen, which I really enjoyed. So basically it is about a young girl called Val, who is a ballerina. However, she is starting to get really frustrated with this. Her ballerina teacher is telling her she needs to lose weight in order to still be a ballerina, because no one will hire her as a dancer if she is fat. However, she's 115 pounds, so it's quite triggering in a lot of ways. There's a lot of fat phobia and eating disorders. There's some very graphic bulimia scenes, which for me, who's suffered with bulimia in the past, it was very triggering. However, she finds a new calling. She makes a new friend who introduces her to pop punk, and she starts a pop punk band with a couple of her friends, and they kind of become quite famous, and it was quite fun and interesting and feminist. However, I felt uncomfortable because it was written by a man and they also identify as a male, so some of that was a little bit, oh, why are you doing this? The artist, Emmett Helen, is non-binary, and that art was really good. Apparently they also do covers for Rick and Morty, so that's really interesting. But then it ended really abruptly. Like, all of a sudden the band just breaks up and the graphic novel ends. So I enjoyed it, but the ending makes me knock it down a bit. It just didn't feel finished. My favourite page in this book. Like, look how stunning this is. I only wish that it was like all on one page and not separated, but then the page afterwards is beautiful as well. I mean, this whole book is stunning, but this story and this spread in particular, I've changed my mind. This is my favourite page. Look at it. It's gorgeous. Not to flex or anything, but I just finished Greek Myths by Jean Mingus and Katie Ponder, and it is absolutely beautiful. But this means that I've read 2 books today, and it means I've read 3 books this weekend, and it's only like 5:30, if that. So I don't know what to do with the rest of my evening, guys. Do I start the Poppy War, or do I pick something else a little bit shorter? I don't know. It is currently 7 o'clock, which to me signals the end of the weekend. In fact, 4 o'clock on a Sunday signals the end of a weekend to me. It's so sad. Anyway, I have got myself a glass of wine. I always put strawberries in my wine nowadays. Maybe that is like blasphemous or something, but I love it. It makes it so summery. It just makes it feel a bit lighter and fresher and a little less naughty. But it is only like £2.50 from Aldi. It's like cheap wine that's practically juice. Anyway, I'm settling down to read some of the Poppy War now. I did send a text to T earlier and just said, look, pick a book for me to read. And I realised I've read most of my TBR for the month, which is insane. It's insane. I've read 3 of the books on my TBR, and I think I only had 6. I'm gonna read La Poppy War. Hopefully get about 50 pages of this done this evening. Hope maybe more. I don't know how this will go. And then I have The Little Stranger by Sarah Waters to read, which will take me a long time. So because I've had such a productive day of reading, a productive weekend of reading, I didn't want to read that and slow my pace down for the night. I want to read something fun. I'm going to wrap up this weekend's reading vlog. I hope you enjoyed it. I've done a fair bit of reading. I finished the 5th season. Then today I read 2 books. I read Greek Myths by Jean Mingus and My Riot by Rick Spears and Emmett Helen, both of which I adored. Well, all of which I adored. And I'm currently 50 pages into the Poppy War, so I'm going to go and read this for the rest of the night, hoping to get to maybe about page 100 today. If not, I can obviously always read more tomorrow and whatnot. I am going to try and get up early in the morning. I have got a new motivation. I want to be asleep by 11 o'clock every night and I want to be up by 6. I don't know if that's going to happen, but it's what I want to do, because that gives me about an hour where I can read in the morning, then I can make myself a nice breakfast, and I'm working from home tomorrow, so I can read on my lunch break because I won't have any reading to and from work, but I can also read with my cup of tea before I start. I'm really enjoying doing more reading vlogs. I think they're something that gives me motivation to keep reading, and they also give me content when I've maybe not got too much to talk about or I'm running low on ideas. Not that I'm running low on ideas right now, but you get the gist. So I'm going to sign off now, and I'll see you in another video very, very soon. Take care. Bye.